This program is brought to you by Scale Autos Hobbies, the funnest shop in town.
G'day fellas, welcome to another video here at Outback Mini Moles. It's Clem once again, and we've got an MPC 1986 El Camino SS, and it comes with a bonus trail bike. And before I begin, I just want to say a huge thanks to our sponsors, Scale Autos Hobbies here in Mackay, for the continued support here at Outback Mini Models, and without them, I mean, these videos wouldn't happen. They just wouldn't. Okay, so I just want to say a huge thanks, and let's continue. Alright, so as you can see, this kit is still in the shrink wrap. Okay, I haven't even opened it. I wanted to save this for the video. I wanted to have a look with you guys as well, and to get my opinion on it, because I'm not a car modeler, guys. As you know, that I'm predominantly a military modeler, and I have been for quite some time. So let's have a look. Why I got this is Heather's grandfather had one, and he's no longer with us. So just a bit of a special build this will be. We got one for the studio, so if you are watching up there, you know, this one's for you, buddy. So yeah, it's a pretty cool side of the box. This would be pretty cool, this black and silver version. Parts injected in black pearl, side panels and hood decals. Alright, so this is the one that, so I'll get this light out of the way, but this is the one that really caught my eye on the side of the box, is that one there. Okay, interior, but knowing me, it's not going to be a complete show and shine build. It's going to have some weathering underneath, bit of dirt and all that sort of stuff, because I just can't help it. Okay, cool little trail bike. I don't know what I'm going to do with the trail bike. I'm probably just going to put it somewhere and just leave it in the pass box, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, so on the back of the box, we've got, if we can get the glare out of the way, I do apologise, I do have some bright desk lamps on here for the videos. We have the sprue map on the back of the box. Okay, so not many parts at all. So probably the beautiful thing about building cars is not a lot of parts to the kit. Okay, so alright, what else we got on here? On the side we got expanded decal sheet. So I'd say the decal sheet here is for, so if you see on the side here, it's probably for the side of the car. You got the hood decals, hood stripe and everything like that. And we got pad printed Goodyear GT radials is what it says on the side of the box here. Okay, alright, so let's get the knife, the old trusty dusty knife, and get this box open. Sweet, we got an axle falling out like here, the shrink wraps. So let's put this to the side, and let's strip it out. So this is what you get in the box. All this, don't let this keep falling out, so just be wary when you open this box, guys. There is a loose axle rod, whether it's supposed to be in the bag and it's just flopping around loose, we don't know. Okay, but we'll find out in a second. Make sure there's no other one in the box. Instructions, and then we've got the decals wrapped in plastic. Okay, so let's get rid of all this up here. So that's just basically an axle rod, so we'll just throw that back in the box. Clear plastic. I'm not going to open this, okay, just because I don't want this scratched or floating around or anything like that. But yeah, it does seem to look pretty good, like there's no weird markings in it or anything, so it's a nice bit of clear plastic. And then if I zoom in a bit, sorry guys, I'm way out, it's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, so we've got all the brake lights and headlamps and all that sort of stuff, headlight covers in here. and the red, so these are the brake lights, tail lights on the back. A little piece of red sprue that's separate. That's pretty cool that they've done that. Yeah, so we're going to look at the instructions, guys, and what it seems to be is a one sheet. What MPC has done is one piece of paper and it's double-sided printed, okay? And there's only 11 steps. All right, so there's 11 steps to the build, which hopefully should be, I'm not going to say quick and easy because I don't want to insult anyone out there, but yeah, car modeling isn't easy, okay? It looks easy, but it's not, okay? So especially when it comes down to paintwork, and if you're going to super detail these things, I do take my hat off to the car modelers out there. I mean, you guys do an amazing job. It's 11 steps to the instructions, and step number 1, okay? As I said at the start of the video, I'm not going to use the bike for this in this build. I probably won't even build it. So I might use it for something else, but step 1 is the motorbike. So if you're not going to build it, you could completely skip the step number 1, okay? But if you want to, I'd say these racks, I don't know what these are for, but we'll find out later on the instructions. So if you want to put them on, you can, but I'm not, so it's going to be left off the build. Okay, so step 2 is the engine. Okay, so everything's named, so like you guys can read, so I'm not going to go through read everything, but all the parts are clearly named, so that's pretty cool. The engine, and then we got the air cleaners and all the exhaust parts going on there. All right, and then we got all like the fan belt and all the cooling systems going on the front as well. All right, so it's pretty cool. It's nicely clearly labeled. I mean, yeah, nice big pictures. So if you're getting old and blind like me, yeah, it comes in handy. Even little steps like it says, use a hobby knife to remove the web from the center of each tire. Okay, so obviously step 5 is the is all the tires, and there's that little metal rod that fell out of the box at the start, so that's the metal axle, and I'd say that's the rear axle because the front, I would assume that the front axle, or there would be no front axle, would be hooked up to all the steering and all that on the front. And then we got the tub, or I don't know what you guys would call it, but the interior tub for the kit. We got the seats, we got the dashboard, we got steering wheels, we got a UHF/CB radio. Number 7, we have the floor, I guess you'd call it, the exhaust pipes, and mufflers, the front grille, and putting the engine down into the bottom. And then it's just more assembly, okay, stock assembly. So we got stock assembly, custom assembly. So what do we got? The custom, what makes a difference between custom and stock? No exhaust parts should be attached to assembly at this time. Custom exhaust parts, custom will be attached in step 8, final assembly and decal placement. Okay, so yeah. Under, so chassis, paint sheet, metal panels, flat paint frame rails, and suspension parts gloss black. Okay, so all it's saying is the difference between the stock assembly and the custom assembly. Just keep in mind that they're saying do not put this exhaust on at this time, but who knows, you know, how many of us actually do follow instructions, but this is probably one of those times where you should. Step number 8, we got the, yeah, once there you go. So the front axle, or sorry, the rear axle, well, the rod is just for the rear axle, and then the front, just the front wheels are just heated. I'd say they just place a small amount of cement inside each hole, too much cement causes not to turn. Okay, so yeah, the front wheels do turn, but there is no axle rod, so they just push in and a little bit of glue. So I would say back here in step 5, there's something you really should take note of. Okay, so step 5, part A, it says retainer hub. Do not paint, do not cement. Okay, so that's going to be a free spinning part, so it puts in there as you put the other side on there. The outside of the mag wheel, or the wheel on the cover, yeah, that you don't, that's free spinning, so just be wary of that, as that's what they're saying. Step 8, step 9, look, when they're saying paint the interiors and everything, if you're new to car modeling like me, like I am, like it's a no-brainer. It's if you're going to paint the cars what they are on the box, follow the instructions. If you're going to do a completely custom build, whatever you want, you paint it however you like. Okay, that's the beauty about modeling, guys. So yeah, it's the windshield goes inside the all the front parts here. Okay, they call it a front fascia. That's call it a front end, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. That all goes on. Step 10, we've got all the heaters and the master cylinders going on the firewall. The interior's going in with the seats and everything. Obviously make sure that's all painted and weathered how you want it to before you put it in, because you're not going to get it out once if you ever change your mind. Okay, so the bonnet slash hood's going on. Now the tonneau cover's going on the back if you decide to put it on. There's a spoiler. Okay, these are the decal placements on here, on the back, front, custom. So just keep in mind whatever version you're going to do. Look at those exhaust dumps. I'd say this is for the custom build. Side pipe body color custom only. So yeah, just really have a look through the instructions. If you're going to decide if it's going to be a stock build or a custom build, because it's all over the shop here. You've really got to pay attention, and if you've got to go back with a highlighter or a pen or make notes in the instructions, that's probably something that you're going to have to do, guys. So step 11 is assembling everything together. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at the parts themselves. Okay, let's look at the top. Okay, so we have the seats, we got the rear spoiler on the back that goes on the back of the cab, and we got the dash. Okay, yeah, the details actually are still nice on the dash. You can see like the knobs for the radio, and I doubt that would be a Bluetooth headset in there. It would probably be like a cassette player or something. Maybe, what is it, 1986, it'll definitely be like a cassette player in there. And all you young kids out there, what's a cassette player, Clem? Google it, it's actually quite funny. But yeah, the dash, look, it's going to be really hard to paint. We're going to look at the details later. I don't even know what decals you get. I've forgotten already. So if you remember what you get if I showed you on the front, you had a good look at it. Ignore it. So it's a left-hand drive vehicle. Okay, obviously we're right-hand drive in Australia. Right, so there's a steering wheel with finger grips on the back. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, the finger grips on the back. And then we've got textured floor. And I would really like to see these in multi-part, like what they're doing now to armored vehicles, how they're all like just, you gotta glue everything separate. That way you can probably really get in there and detail it up and paint it. And so here's the tub. It's got a textured field. Like, look to it, you should be able to see that on the camera. Yeah, what I like to see in the newer kits, I don't know if they do, because look guys, I don't build car models, so I don't know, but I would love to see them, what they do in the armor modeling with all the armored vehicles now. They're all multi-part, so this would be like, even if you just left that as one piece, and the back maybe leave that as one piece, but the two sides, especially when you got all like the door trims and everything on there, you can probably make that a separate part and just glue that on there, because at the end of the day, once you glue and you close the car up, you're not really going to see the joins down here. But what you do see is the side details here. Okay, so yeah, that's something that you really would pay a lot of attention to, because as you look through the window of the car on display, you're really going to see that. So I don't know, that's just me being picky, I guess. Yeah, so that's the tub detail. Here's the tonneau cover. All right, look guys, I'm using the Australian terms. Probably most of the car models I know on YouTube are American. Okay, so whatever you call that, excuse me, but yeah, it's but the tonneau cover is nice. You've got all the stretching details or the crimp details. You got the, I guess it's not the fake leather, but it's a vinyl don't know what theirs would be, but yeah, it'd be a vinyl detail, like details on the top here. You can hear it, it's cool, it's not completely smooth like the bottom. Let's see if I flip the camera around, the light on it, show the top. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The front grille, and then the top of the hood, or the bonnet, and then you've got all your side skirts on the side here, and whatever these things are, looks like parts of the exhaust, the muffler exhaust that come out the side. Okay, the front grille looks pretty cool. I mean, if you really want to hack it up and drill through and add your own mesh, whatever, you know, you can do whatever you like. I guess these cars really make it your own design. Okay, so there's that. Okay, here's another bag, and in this bag looks like we have the engine and transmission. We got the radiator fan, you got the headers, we have the exhaust manifold, and everything else that comes with it. It looks, I don't know, is it? Let me have a look. Like, guys, I thought it would be really flashy, but it's not. Okay, it's a little bit of cleanup obviously, but I mean, look guys, all it needs is a run through with your hobby knife or your demolding line tool, and just run along there, and I'm sure it'll come off quite easily. But yeah, it's pretty cool details on here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to talk to Mark, one of the guys in Scale Autos. I mean, like, his models are just absolutely insane, and he just wins a lot of medals with them. So yeah, talk to him about it and see what he does. Pick his brain before I actually start building this. Yeah, so yeah, I like how there's like casting textures too on this piece here. I think that's really nice. But yeah, like I said here, there is quite a fair bit of cleanup, and it's not like, I wouldn't call it excessive flash or anything. It's not even close to being called that. It's just mold lines from the molding process. Okay, so yeah, that's just normal. Here we've got the bonnet hood. Okay, we've got the inside of the radiator, or where the fan covers go. Okay, we've got the firewall, and then we also have the back sides of the wheels and everything else. Okay, so look, there's a bit of, I don't know, there's a few marks on here, so it probably need to be like a really fine, I don't know, sponge sand and a clean, and it does feel like there's a bit of residue, so definitely have to give this a wash before I start priming this. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, we've got diffs, and we've got the rear muffler, we've got the springs. Okay, so there's a muffler. Once again, the diffs and all that have the casting texture on the plastic, and the spring is a two-piece. So like, yeah, the springs are a two-piece. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful. Like, yeah, you can definitely feel the mold release on here. Like, my fingers are quite oily already. So yeah, definitely this is a kit that you're gonna have to really wash. To be honest, this is probably one of the very first kits I've actually unboxed and put on camera, and then after touching it, I've got like oily fingers, yeah, which is quite strange. Yeah, so yeah, but like I was saying, I'm gonna have to be careful. Well, anyway, any of us that build this kit, you have to be careful when we are putting these springs together, because if you're not careful, they're gonna have like because they are two-piece, it's gonna be weird. Or are they? Yes, they are the two-piece. All right, so just be careful when you assemble them. Take your time, okay? Otherwise, they're not gonna look nice. I mean, especially when you paint. There's gonna be a lot of sanding and cleaning up involved in that one. Let's go to the red sprue. I feel like I'm doing a Bandai kit. Alright, so red. What is red for? Oh, red is for the motorbike. So yeah, one little sprue for the motorbike. If you're going to build it, this is what it looks like. The seats, and the front forks, the headlights, and then here's that little rack, the stowage rack for the bike. And then we've got the wheels, and then we've got the main body of the bike here. Yeah. If you are going to build this, like, there is a lot of cleanup on this body, just to let you guys know in advance. Okay, not so bad on the front forks here. Wheels are going to be a bit of a sand, especially inside, but yeah, the main frame and all around here is there's going to be some cleanup. Chrome parts, alright? Chrome parts, definitely going to be stripping these. After building my first truck model many years ago, I just, stripping the chrome off these is a necessity, is a must these days. There is a video that Heather had actually done on stripping chrome. So, I mean, I'll throw the link up down below if you want to check that out. If you are curious and you've never seen it done before, it's actually quite easy, but just, I'll throw the video down there so you can go check it out. So I'm going to strip these and then repaint them, and I'll probably end up using the SMS Hyperchromes or something like that on here just to really try it out. Okay, so we've got all the chrome parts for the rear lights, front lights, we've got the bumper, the rims, the wheels, and we do have 2 sets of wheels here, so I'd say these would be the stock rims, and these will be the custom rims here. Okay, they're going to be hard to see, guys, because of the bright LED lights I have above my desk, so there's going to be a lot of reflection back in the lens, so I do apologize for that. So that's the chrome parts, and then before I do anything else, I'm going to throw these back in the bag. Alright, so, and then we have the tires. I'm not going to pull the tires out because they're all loose, but they do have the tread pattern on the bottom, and they are printed, which is actually a nice touch. It's a Goodyear GT radials. They on here, and look, and I think you're going to be able to, and you should be able to, I don't see why you wouldn't or you can't. If you're doing the custom and you want the Goodyear GT radials on there, you have them on that side out. If you don't, and you just want to have the stocko version of it, and just flip the wheels, flip the tires over and just put that on there. I mean, or if you're really picky and you can do whatever you want, you can either sand that back, but because otherwise if you look at, the GT around the inside, and it depends on what you're going to do with it. So I plan on doing the custom version just so it looks nice, I guess, but that's just me. So they're the tires. I mean, they look pretty cool. I like them. Me likey a lot. We have the body. Okay, this is the part you've probably all been waiting for. Okay, the shell, El Camino. Alright, so we have the lower part, the chassis. Okay, so we got the steering part seat. There's a fuel tank. Bottom where the seats go. Front wheel well. The rear. Okay, but look, this leaves you with a lot of weathering options here. So I'm gonna do it. Don't unsubscribe from this channel because I said I'm gonna weather a car. I just think it's just more realistic. I'm not a big fan of the showroom finish cars that are out there. The paint jobs are amazing, but I kind of like a not banged up, but just a bit of a used car look on the bottom as well. So okay, and then we have so this is interesting. So on the bottom here we have, it says 1986 Chevy El Camino SS used under license, and then it's printed as well. It says 2018 round 2, made in China, manufacturer location, where I can't even pronounce that. How's that? I'm Chinese and I can't even pronounce that. Province China, and then we got the date here, the manufacturing date 3rd of the 21st 2018. But look, that's a pretty thick body. It's pretty thick plastic, thicker than what I thought it was going to be, because look, the doors feel pretty thick. Okay, but it's pretty cool looking. Wow, you can actually see the mold release on here. Like, the camera can't pick it up, but like, I'm just rubbing my fingers on it and it's just like greasy as. So definitely gonna have to give this a wash, guys. But pretty slick looking body. So so that is there. The doors. Oh, there's even to the door, the key, the key details to the door underneath the door handle. Okay, with indicators that are molded into the plastic. Okay, I'm not sure. I would have liked to see an extra plastic on there or clear parts to the side. Would have been nice. Bit of clean up here on the back window. Yeah, you can see it. Like, I'm just being picky, guys, and I'm just showing the stuff on this model. Okay, yours might be different, and look, it's just something to be aware of. And I'm not showing this to say don't buy this kit or don't get it's bad. It's not. I'm just showing that there are little things on here that you should take notice of. All right, so that's that. And then the decals, we're gonna have a look. We're gonna have a look. We're just gonna carefully cut this bag open without slicing open the decal sheet. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, nice. So here's the decal sheet, guys. Nice. These are for the custom, obviously for the custom part of the build, the silver sheeting or the silver paint work with the red stripes, because it would be a nightmare trying to hand paint all this. Trust me. You can see the fine red lines that are going through it. You get 3 options also for the El Camino SS. Wording on the side, the front and rear, and all the decals on the side of the vehicle. So we do get the silver version, I'd say, to match the silver. Got the black, and then we also got white, but obviously you can put whatever you like on your car, guys. We've also got number plate options. We've got ones from Kansas on the top here. We've got Miami, we've got Arizona, and we also do have Michigan as well on here. So that's something, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's not overly busy, and you're not going to spend hours and hours putting decals on your model. That's probably why I think I'm starting to like car models, because it just seems a lot simpler. So guys, that's what's in the box on this 1/25th scale MPC 1986 Chevy El Camino SS with a trail bike. That is a mouthful, I can tell you that. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, as always. Thanks for your continuous support for the channel. I want to thank Scale Autos as well before I leave. Hope everyone, at the time of filming this, I hope everyone is safe. They've had a great happy holidays, and I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and let's have a great 2023. 2022 was a bit sucky with everything that's currently going on around the world, and yeah, it's good to see the world recovering. But yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you, and I wish everybody the best, and I'll see you next time here at Outback Mini Moles. It's Clem signing out. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.
Yeah, well, the main thing we do is a lot of die casts. We've got the biggest range of die casts around. No one comes near us for that. Also the RC cars, the biggest range, I suppose, in town for that as well. And your model kits, mate, we do it all. And then slot cars, yeah, everything.
It's the most fun with your clothes on. Scale Autos Hobbies in Shakespeare Street. A huge amount of fun stuff, including die-cast cars, model kits, remote control cars, slot cars, collectibles, and so much more.
You name it, we've got it. But not only just cars, but we do all model kits in. You've got tanks, planes, trucks, everything. So we do a lot. Even a bit of train stuff. Got to treat everybody equal and give every customer opportunity to find out what they want. And yeah, and it makes them happy, mate. Most of them become friends, so.
Scale Autos Hobbies, the funnest shop in town.